How you doing, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Corpse Party Blood Drive. Today we will be completing chapter 3, but I really love this game, and I'm so happy that we're playing that I'm gonna continue it right now. So let's go, chapter 3. Blood Drive, chapter 3, Pain. Aside from Satoshi and my other friends who shared the experience with me, there really wasn't a soul in this world who believed that Saiko, Suzumoto, Masiki, or Miss Yui ever existed. And this fact was really taking its toll on me, particularly in regards to Saiko.
大丈夫か、ナオミ?
Are you alright, Naomi?
もう平気。お母さんにも心配かけっぱなしでいられないもんね。
Yeah, I'm fine. I can't keep worrying my mom forever. I flashed the brightest smile I could muster, though I'm still not entirely sure he entirely bought it.
よかった。元気出してこうな。
I'm glad to hear it. Keep your chin up. We'll get through this.
ありがとう。心配しないで。
Thanks. There's no need to be worried about me anymore, okay? That night, all I could manage to do was stand perfectly still and stare at my bed. I was mumbling something, but I don't even know what. My eyes just glazed over. It was like I was in a trance, or maybe I wanted to be.
間違ってない。私は間違ってない。おかしいな、みんながおかしい。
I'm not the one who's wrong. I am not wrong. She's wrong. It's everyone else. Everyone else is so crazy.
人を信じられない人は地獄の効果で焼かれる。私の正しさを思い知れば立ち会えるんだ。
Those who refuse to believe another person, no matter what, can go burn in the fires of hell. If they can look into my heart, they'll see that it's the truth. My friend existed.
私の友達は聖子。
My friend named Saiko. Oh, she doesn't believe she's in these chants. Okay. I didn't even realize I actually started writing. I was at my desk now, writing words into my notebook. Seiko. I kept softly repeating her name to myself, over and over again. The words started to sound foreign in my head, but I couldn't stop saying it, almost like I'd forget her if I did. There was no other word, there's no other sound in the room, just the scratching of pencil and paper, and the hushed sound of my voice, just the word cycle in all its forms. Seiko. My voice was getting firmer each time I said it, more demanding. And my writing was growing more feverishly, more intense. Finally, the pencil broke in half under the shredder. I gripped it so hard that it stabbed into my palm. Blood began to drip into the paper. My head was hanging limply, but the rest of my body had stiffened. If anyone had seen me, I bet I would have been quite a sight. I could feel blood rushing to my head. My whole body quivered. I raised my head from this Raging and wrong tears were streaming down my face.
どんな顔だっけ
What does he look like? My voice was strained, choking back a sentence I hoped I never say. Oh, so Naomi is starting to forget what Psycho even looked like. There was countless pictures of Psycho drawn in my notebook. But in every one of them, her face was blank. I hurled the notebook from my desk.
行かないで消えないでよ私の中にいて
Don't go. Don't leave me. Stay inside me.
いなくなっちゃやだいなくなっちゃやだ
I don't want you to fade away. I don't want you to fade away. I slammed my hands on the desk with all my might and screamed as loud as my present constitution would allow. I opened up the photo album on my phone. There was this nagging sensation in the back of my head that I overlooked something. I was absolutely bawling at this point. My face was a mess. I'm not gonna lie, I would be absolutely in Naomi's position if I saw one of my best friends had like a black image for a face. But I had indeed overlooked something. On the bottom right of the screen, there was an icon for image modification. I'm not gonna lie, I would be in After a few manual selections, I found myself adjusting the picture's brightness. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would be just as mentally crazy as Naomi. Talking about I knew someone. Beep, beep, I kept hitting the button to turn it up higher and higher. And slowly, in the very center of the black void that had replaced Saiga's face, I could see something begin to form. I felt like I was on the verge of an incredible discovery, filled with the new hope I had felt since just before the incident at the Senazaki estate. There was still room to increase the brightness. There were still countless increments to go before I reached the phone's upper limit. I just kept pressing the button over and over, until finally, in the very center of the would-be face, I could make out an extremely faint pattern that looked like a freehand lettering spelling the name Psycho and Hera Jr. Was that right? Was I certain that's what it said? Instinctively, I placed the phone screen close to my eye. The limited resolution made this pointless, but I didn't care. It was so close. I was beginning to lose focus, but it still wasn't close enough. I had to make sure that's what it said. I could touch it to my forehead, as near my eye as it could get. At which point, the letters latched into my cornea, then literally attached themselves to my eye. They were there, no matter where I looked. I saw them. My vision had gone half-white, obscured by the phantom letters. It took only a minute before the pain set in, and it was not an insignificant amount. I collapsed to the ground, hand ineffectively covering my eye. It was absolutely excruciating. That's around when my mom burst through the door. She looked like she was at the end of her rope, like she didn't believe anything was wrong, and I probably just was faking it. She was definitely more annoyed than concerned. With nothing more than a grunt, she grabbed me from behind, pinning my arm so I couldn't hurt myself. I fell backwards, onto my rear, unable to resist her restraint. It hurts. Mom, my eye really hurts.
薬を打てっていつも言ってんだろが。何度言えばわかんだよ。
Medicine. I keep telling you to take your medicine. How many times do I have to say it before it sinks in?
お母さん、違うの。目が。
Mom, no, this is different. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. My eye is on fire.
世話ばっかり焼かせやがって。あんたはいつも。
Honestly, why can't you just behave yourself? Every day, the same thing.
違う。お母さん痛いの。
No, that's not it. My eye, Mom, it hurts.
はあ？目が何よ。見せてみな。
Huh? What about your eye? Let me see it. My left eye was glazed over with tears and had gone as bloodshot as an eye could get. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this image, I got goosebumps. I have goosebumps now. And right on the cornea, white blister-like bulges were beginning to form, feeling like sedgy. There was no way my mom could ignore or dismiss that. Yeah, but can your mom see it though? She quickly stepped back in shock. Finally, acknowledgement. Her breathing had quickened, but she still didn't say a thing. She just left the room. Mom! It was too late. She was gone. Halfway across the house by the time I caught her. Mom! 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 I was sprawled out in the corner of my room like a giant stuffed bear. At this point, I think I lost consciousness, but I'm not really sure.
どれぐらいこうしていたのかしら。
How long have I been sitting here? I was starting to get a little less tense, a little more relaxed. I looked up. After the prospects of actually discerning details in my room, my left eye reacted with a sharp intense shot of pain. My vision was still half remote.
目がそんなこれ夢じゃないの現実
My eye. God, it wasn't a dream, was it? It was real. I could feel the pain with every pulse, in every part of my body. It was almost unbearable. And yet,
お母さんどうしてるんだろう
Mom, what happened to Mom? She'd run out of the room in shock. and obviously had been gone for quite some time. As sick as he was of me, I couldn't imagine seeing me to suffer without doing anything. I opened my bedroom door and slowly crept downstairs. I could hear a sound coming from the kitchen, a very specific, very particular sound, repeating at regular intervals. I did my best to sneak over to the doorway and peek in undetected. And what I saw was my mom sharpening a kitchen knife. With intense focus. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. I had no idea what she planned to do with it, but in a rational fear washed over me, I slowly and silently snuck my way over to the front entrance. And I made sure not to make a peep could be heard from me until I was outside and away from the house. It was a new morning, bright and early. Satoshi called out to me like I was 12 or something. I had been in this old Jeep rundown two-story apartment building for a long time now. It may not have been much to look at, but it felt like it had a certain charm. Satoshi was cradling his school bag in his arms as he waited for me in front of my room on the ground floor. On mornings when he wasn't relayed by Yuka, he always dropped by and invited me to walk to school with him. Ordinarily, he was doing it for my own good, as I've been known to ditch school a lot, and he figured a friendly offer like his might get my attendance up a little. Admittedly, it worked.
Whoa.
I finally made my entrance, or my exit, I suppose. And I'm pretty sure Satoshi must have been really confused, as I had on my shoulder one hell of a backpack, boasting a full-on survival kit, provisions, the works. Yep, Satoshi was confused alright.
なんだその荷物。山登りでもするみたいな。
What's all that? You look like you're ready to hike up a mountain or something. I slowly, carefully lowered the giant backpack to the ground.
いや、ちょっとな。つかお前、いい加減その小学生みたいな呼びかけやめろ。
No, it's more like, actually, before that. Will you stop calling me like you're my mom or something? I'm not in grade school or anything.
え？
ま、いいけどよ。俺はちょっと今から出かけっから。そうそう、山登りだ。悪いけど今日は俺、休みってことで頼むわ。
Forget it. I actually have things to do. So I won't be going to school today. I'm, going to a mountain hike. Like you said, sorry to waste your time.
くそ。まさか昨日、あのまま気を失うとは不覚だった。
Damn it. I didn't think I'd be down so easily last night.
後頭部打ったのは覚えてるが、目が覚めたら病院とか。何やってんだ俺は。待ってろ篠崎。必ず。
I remember taking a hit to the back of the head, bad enough that I woke up in the hospital or something. God, what the hell am I doing? Wait for my son, Saki. I'm coming.
また何か隠して。
You're hiding something from me again.
あ
I guess I wasn't all that convincing, but even still, I didn't expect Satoshi to see through me so quickly and easily. I stumbled under his glare. It was almost like he'd just been called out by a newborn baby, or like a fawn. Dude was way too innocent for his own good.
こいつの勘の鋭さは半端ねえからな。ほとんどそれだけが取り柄みたいなもんだが、人の悩みとか喜ぶことをすぐに察知しやがる。
It brought him on his instincts. One of his biggest selling points, I guess. He's really good at empathizing with others and helping them get over their problems.
なんだよ、言えよ。水臭いな。
Come on, out with it. You can't hide anything from me.
ああ、そうだな。
No, I guess not. An ominous face appeared in the back of my mind.
篠崎はサトシたちをもう巻き込みたくないって言ってたしな。だったら言えねえよ。愛子って女とっ捕まえて天神賞にもう一度行く方法を探るなんてよ。
Shinozaki says he didn't want Satoshi and the others to get involved anymore than they already were, so I can't very well tell him I'm trying to find Aiko so I can go back there.
天神賞と関係あるのか？
This has to do something with Heavenly Host, doesn't it?
What?
Damn, he was on today.
その反応、やっぱりそうだな。
That sure seemed like a yes reaction to me.
なんでわかった？あ、
How the hell did you find out? God damn it. I'm terrible at this. I covered my mouth, but it was too late. I already confirmed it.
そりゃさ、リュックからお札とかいろいろ見えてるしさ。
Well, you've got a bunch of talismans in your bag, for one thing. I did have a lot of talismans with me. I brought them at the convenience store, and didn't exactly pack smartly enough to hide them. I certainly wasn't going to win any wars for stealth.
だけど、あそこは崩壊したんじゃん。まさかまだ、あるのか。
Didn't that place fall apart though? Please don't tell me it's still standing.
いや、俺らが脱出するとき見た通りだ。あのまま潰れてるだろうよ。
No, we saw it collapsing around us when we escaped. You saw it too. It's rubble. Satoshi stared deeply into my eyes, as if evaluating my answer for any possible deception. This time, it seemed like I had succeeded in fooling him.
ふーん。だよな。まあどのみち、もう幸子もいないあの空間にはおまじないも効かないし、行く方法もないけどな。
Yeah, you're right. Besides, Sahiko, yeah, you're right. Besides, Sahiko didn't exist there anymore. So I can't imagine talismans would have any effect. And there's no way to get back there anyway.
ああ。俺は今からちょっと天神賞のことで調べもんだ。別に危険なことはねえからよ。
Exactly. I was just going to research it a little. I wasn't going to do anything dangerous.
そうか。だったらいいんだけどさ。
Okay, that's fine then.
でも、何か行動を起こすなら、一人でするなよ。ナオミにも話す。こういうのは、何も言われない方が辛いんだ。
But if that changes, make sure you don't do it on your own. I've been telling Naomi the same thing. The worst thing in the world is not knowing what happened to somebody. I thought I was in the clear, but Satoshi suddenly got a puzzled look on his face. He reached over to my backpack and pulled out one of the talismans I lazily snuck in the front pouch.
こんなもん聞くのか？
Do these things really work? He was looking it over like an appraiser or something. Why wouldn't he just leave me alone?
知らねえよ。イワシの頭よりはマシだろ。
How should I know? People used to use sardine heads to ward off evil. This is probably just as effective. I yanked the talisman's back out of Satoshi's hand and crammed it into the front pocket of my school blazer.
よしき。たまに昔の人みたいなこと言うよな。
Man, I haven't heard somebody talk about that in forever. You're like an old man sometimes, Yoshiki.
せえな。
Shut up, damn it.
でもな、今日はまず学校に連れてくぞ。
Either way, first things first, you're going to school today. With this, Satoshi grabbed my sleeve.
あ？なんでだよ。
Why?
だってお前、出席日数足りてないだろ。クオン先生が授業前に朝一で歩行って言ってたんだ。小テストで済むってさ。
Because your attendance is so low enough. Because your attendance is low enough already, and Miss Coon said she hoped you make it up before class today. Probably with a quiz or something.
知らねえよ。ダブローが何しようが。それどころじゃねえ。
I don't give a crap about that. They can hold me back a year if they have to. This is not the time for school.
そんなにお前が優先するってことは、篠崎も関係あるのか？
I take it this has something to do with Senozaki then?
は？
Was this guy psychic? He hasn't even been wrong all morning.
まあいいや。学校行って聞いてやる。行くぞ。リュックはとりあえず家の中に入れてっと。
Whatever happened, it'll wait. You can tell me about it at school. Come on, let's go. You can leave the backpack right here. It seems Satoshi wasn't going to take no for an answer.
おい、サトシ待てて。わかった。いや、いいんだろ、わけよって。だから、手離せって。
Yo, seriously, Satoshi, stop. I get it, okay? Just, come on. Get your hands off me, will you? You want me to be honest with you? I'll be honest with you.
はいはい。
Sure you will.
おい！
サトシくん、岸沼くん、おはよう。
Satoshi, you're my mom. Satoshi, Hishinuma, good morning.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
ああ。
Hey.
たった15分の小テストで単位をつけてあげるんだから、頑張ってよね、岸沼くん。
You're a lucky one, Kishinuma. Getting off with just a 15-minute quiz. I hope you're ready for it.
ああ。
Whatever.
ヨシキには説明してあります。
Yoshiki has been aware of the seriousness of the situation.
大事な用あんのに来てやったんだ。終わったら速攻帰るからな。
I seriously don't have time for this, you know. But here I am. Let's just get this over with so I can get the hell out of here.
偉いわ。じゃあ、教室行きましょう。
It was great of you to come. Now, let's be off to the classroom, shall we?
ここでいい。テスト持ってきてくれ。
I'm fine right here. Just bring me the quiz.
ヨシキ、無茶言うなよ。
Don't be stupid, Yoshiki.
マジでそれどころじゃねえんだよ。俺は行かなきゃならねえとこがあんだ。
Look, There's no time to argue. There's some place I absolutely have to be. I stuck my hand in my pocket and took out a mechanical pencil. If they were ever going to force me to do this, I need to save off every second I could. As I removed the pencil, the talisman I shoved in there earlier fell to the ground.
あら？
早くあのレーグマニアを探し出さねえと篠崎が。
I need to hurry and find that spare item fanatic, or else Shinozaki could be.
レーグマニアってもしかして丹羽愛子さんのことか。
Spare item fanatic? Are you talking about Aiko Niwa?
ああ、そうだよ。
That's her.
篠崎に何かあったのか。まさか本当に天神症。
Did something happen to Shinozaki? Wait, are you trying to tell me she somehow went back to Heavenly Host?
ああ
Yes.
お前、なんでもっと早く言わないんだよ。
Why didn't you say something sooner?
お前が聞く耳持たなかったんだろうが、ずるずるずるずる引っ張りやがって。
Because you didn't listen to me. All you did was yank, yank, yank on my damn shirt.
愛ちゃんがどうしたの？天神？
What's this about I and Heavenly Host? What's this about I and Heavenly Host?
いや、なんでも。ん？
Oh, it's nothing. Hmm?
愛ちゃん？
I?
あれ、そういえば先生って丹羽。
Hmm? Come to think of it, your last name is Niwa.
うん。
That's right.
今名前の出た丹羽愛子は私の妹よ。愛ちゃん。
The person you just mentioned, Aiko Niwa, is my sister. I call her I.
先生、その愛子に会いたいんだけどよ。どこに行けば会えるんだ？
Miss Hoon, I'd like to meet with Aiko. Do you know where I can find her?
この時間ならやっぱり学校かしらね。昨日の夜様子がおかしかったんだけど。
Hmm? At this hour? I imagine she'd be in school, though she was acting rather strange last night.
先生、一緒に住んでるの？
Do you live with her, Miss Hoon?
ええ。
I do.
俺と篠崎に会った後か。様子がおかしかったって、どうおかしかったんだよ。
So this would have been after Shinozaki and I met with her. How was she acting exactly? Like, what was strange about it? Well...
私、あなたのこと喋ったかも。
I may have said something about you.
は？
Oh. Okay, so Miss Hoon does like Satoshi.
やだわ。
This is rather embarrassing.
ああ、他にはねえの？
Okay. Then what?
そうね、思い出してきたわ。何か小さな青い石を2個大事そうに持っていたわ。
Well, let's see. She was holding 2 small blue stones in her hand, about cradling them, in fact.
それだ。
Bingo.
あいつ、もう一組持ってやがったんだな。
That's it. She had another pair.
だがこれはチャンスだぜ。先生、愛子は今日も確かに学校に行ったのか？
But this is our chance, Miss Hoon. Do you know for sure that Aiko went to school today?
愛ちゃんなら昨日の夜深刻な顔をしてお家を出て行って朝まで帰ってこなかったわ。
She looked rather perturbed as she left the house last night, and she wasn't home when I got home this morning.
朝ごはんを作って待っていたんだけれど全部私が食べちゃった。
I made some breakfast and waited for her, but I wound up eating it all.
よし
Yoshiki,
先にあの石を一人で使われちまったら、篠崎を追う手段がなくなっちまうじゃねえか。
if she used those stones on her own, that's the end of it. There's no other way to go after Shinosaki.
よしき待てよ
Wait,
先生ありがとう。よしきは後でまた連れてくるからさ。
thank you, Miss Kuhn. I'll be sure to bring him back. No, you won't. All right. As Satoshi turned to leave, he caught a glimpse of Nakashima, standing on the school roof on the wrong side of the guardrail, looking tired and worn. There was no spark in her eyes, no awareness. It looked almost as if she was sleepwalking.
ナオミ
This is bad. I tried to pick myself up and look around. But I could only move my neck. Everything was dark, and the only sign of my surroundings was an unpleasant, vague, organic noise filling my ears. I felt in some way restrained.
何これ。
What's going on? As my eyes adjusted to the dim light of the room, I could see that I was blanketed by red flesh. It was as if the floor had come to life and was absorbing me into its center. This is disgusting. I focused my strength and was finally able to break free from my bindings. Bits of red matter falling away from my body as I tore through it to freedom. I was so absolutely soaked, however, with a strange, viscous fluid, and chunks of meat were clinging fast to my skin and clothes. The blanket of flesh on the ground was now bubbling out a murky red liquid from all the spots I torn in my escape, as violently as if a faucet had been turned on the floor.
何よこれ。やだ。
What the hell was that? Ew! I was in tears, trying as hard as I could to wipe the mascara from my body. I was watched, however. As I watched, however, the chunk I had been trying to shake free from the back of my head just dissolved entirely. Aside from the murmurs of the flesh blanket, the room was deathly silent, and lit only by a faint blue glow streaming in from the nearby window.
ここはやっぱり展示所。
This is still Heavenly Host, for sure. Oh dear. An entity resembling Mai was charging at me from the depths of the darkness. It was all in my head, a flashback. She wasn't after me now, but she definitely had been.
あれは確かに鈴本さんだった。
That was Rungi Suzumoto, wasn't it? The tears were pouring out of my eyes by this point. I could do nothing to hold them back.
私、本当にみんなを生き返らせることなんてできるのかしら。
Can I really do it? Can I bring them back?
こんな真っ暗な廃墟でブックオブシャドウズなんて見つかるの？
Can I really even find the Book of Shadows in this endless darkness?
来るんじゃなかったのかな。
Maybe I shouldn't have come. I crouched to the floor to gather my thoughts and noticed that my cell phone was lying to the ground beside me. This was a really bad idea, Naomi. This was a really bad idea, Ayumi. And that wasn't all. A circular design curved into the floor, perfectly round, as if traced by a compass, with the ghastly goo I'd been trapped in more or less centered inside.
何これ？
What in the... Actually, come to think of it,
さっき確か大きなお化けが斧みたいなものを振り回して。
wasn't I about to get attacked by some kind of monster with an axe? I checked myself over for injuries. There were none, or at least none caused by an axe.
私、どうして助かったのかしら。
How am I still alive? Guess I must have skinned my knee when I tripped. If memory serves, and if the floor plan hasn't changed too much, the infirmary should be right here. Maybe I could catch my breath there for a minute. Hey, don't do this. The hard wooden clumps of my footsteps gave way to a softer, squishier series of clumps. Taken aback by a sudden change, I looked down, terrified at what I might be walking into. As I feared, whatever it wasn't looked fully illogical. Huge swaths of the floor were caught in what looks like internal organs, moving and swaying and pulsing in a stick rhythm.
さっきから気持ち悪いな。これ何なの？
This is really disturbing. What is it? I raised my foot and found a sea-waddled-like substance that closely resembled a network of blood vessels stuck to the bottom of my shoe.
以前の天神症にはこんなのなかった。これって何か気持ち悪いものに侵食されているみたい。
There wasn't anything like this at Heavenly Host before. It's like the host room was being swallowed by something. Oh, dear God, what is this?
これなんだろう。
I wonder, what are those?
篠崎義恵の家の地下室で見た呪術の道具と似ているけれど少し違う。
They look a lot like the occult symbols we found in the basement of the Senazaki estate, only different.
あれよりも随分悪魔的だわ。
A little more demonic, I guess.
なんだろう。見ているだけで恐ろしい。
Whatever they are, I'm getting the shivers just looking at them.
あゆみ、私のなすべきこと考えるの。
Calm down, Ayumi. Just focus on what you have to do.
ブックオブシャドウズはこの女の子が持っている可能性が高い。
There's a good chance that this girl at the Book of Shadows.
そしてこの子は多分ユキちゃん。
And she looks a lot like Yuki.
事情を話せばきっと本を渡してくれる。
If I talk to her and tell her what's happening, I'm sure she'll give me the book.
さっき気を失う前に一瞬あの子を見た気がしたけど、なんだか随分雰囲気が違ってたな。
Just before I passed out, I thought I saw her. But she had a very different aura than before. I should leave a candle here. Maybe Masato will see it. Hopefully Masato will see it. I'm out of matches. I wonder if there are any nearby. Anything in the cabinet first? It looks like there's all manners of medicine inside the cabinet, but the door showed shut, as if it was never meant to open in the first place. Many have clearly tried, however, as the glass is covered in handprints. There's something on the floor. Bandits attained. A name tag was beside the corpse. Kazumi Basati succumbed to shock on removal of spine. Catchphrase was, in the world of on testing things, let's be interesting. There's a wire stretch across the floor here. The wire has been safely removed. Today, Takashi was being loud in the reference room, so we all ganged up and killed him. There has to be some way to get across this hole, which I do not have. That's not gonna do it. A name tag was beside the corpse. So, when own intestines were stuffed inside our mouth, was holding on to a document at time of death. No screaming in the reference room. Spirit. What's back here has nothing to do with you. Leave now. What is this? I'm feeling some kind of intense grudge. There's some... I obtained a talisman. And I'm gonna go save. Oh my god. Ah, the discs have been moved, and the trail continues here, so that monster must have gone upstairs. Hey, this is the bathroom area where Psycho died. In the original corpse party. This is the boys' laboratory. Huh? Why can't I get in? Oh. A name tag rests beside the corpse. Hanged and stabbed, unclear which offense resulted in death. Listen here. All the trophies displayed in this case have been vandalized with graffiti. There's a trophy displayed here from a professional Toro chorus competition. The door is laced with human hairs holding it in place. There's no way through. The bloodstains lead here, which means Yuki is most likely inside, along with the ex-rolling giant. I don't know this number. Hello? Hello? Help. Still alive, huh? You! Where are you? Why are you such a fucking wuss? All you ever do is think about how much you regret everything. If there were a voltage meter attached to me, it would have spiked at that moment. Never before had one person been able to anger me so quickly, so effortlessly.
けど。
What the hell is your problem? How can you just leave me by myself like this? Tell me where you are, right now.
そう、カリカリすんなよ。俺もお前を探してる。そのうち見つかんじゃね？
No need to get so pissy. I'm looking for her too. We'll run into each other in here at some point.
はあ？何そのいい加減な態度。ここは次元が複雑に絡み合った天神小学校なのよ。会おうと思っても会えないかもしれないのに。
Huh? That's the best answer you can give? This is Heavenly Host Elementary. It's a jumbled mess of dimensions. We may never see each other again, for all you know.
そうだったな。しかも、石は俺がこのままじゃお前だけ帰れねえってわけだ。
Oh, yeah, that's true. And I'm the only one with the stones. So if push comes to shove, I guess you'll wind up getting left behind.
そんなことよりよ、この涅槃の至るところにある悪魔的な記号を見たか？
Forget about that for a minute, though. Have you seen all the demonic-looking symbols and markings here?
見た気がするけど。
I'm pretty sure I have.
あの文字は、この涅槃に潜む何かの力を増幅するものだ。
Those writings amplify some kind of power throughout the entire Nirvana. Something big.
何かって何？文字に意味があるの？
Some kind of power? What do they signify exactly?
細かいことはまだわからねえが、あれはマルトバの連中が使う黒魔術だ。この学校には何かがいい。気をつけろ。
I'm not entirely sure on the details, but I can tell you they're black magic. The kind used by the Martubas. There's definitely something going on in this school, so be careful. What?
いいか、必ずまた合流できるはずだ。そうすりゃこの石で、お前も現世に戻れる。
You'll be fine though. We'll meet again somehow or another. And then you can use those stones and head back to reality. Hey! That wasn't exactly an ideal spot to cut off in the conversation. I panicked and tried to call back.
気をつけろって何に気をつければいいのよ。
Be careful, he says. Be careful of what? I redialed the number over and over, more times than I could count. But Mashito never picked up.
一方的すぎるよ。
You gave me so little to go on.
聖子、元気？よくここでお弁当食べたね。
Seiko, how are you? We used to eat here lunch together all the time, remember? I held my hand out in front of me and looked down at my phone. All of my attention was on the little glowing screen. My inbox was filled with old emails from Seiko.
私の時間はずっと止まってるよ。あんたと一緒じゃないと怖くて一歩踏み出せないよ。
It's like time is frozen for me, you know? Without you by my side, I'm scared. Too scared to even take a single step. Stretched out beneath my feet, I could see the roof of the connecting corridor on the first floor. That was a 5-story school building. There'd be no way surviving a fall from this height.
もう一度顔が見たい。一度でいいの。
I want to see your face again, just one more time.
あんたのこと忘れるなんて。いや。
I don't want to forget you.
ナミ！
中島さん、ダメ！
Don't do it.
びっくりした。 サトシ、先生。
Satoshi, Miss Coon, you really scared me there for a second. Ah,
ナミ！
中島さん。
危ない。
that was really close.
私が飛び降りるかもって。ごめんね。しないよ、そんなこと。
You thought I was going to jump? Sorry, I wasn't planning on it, to be honest. Yes, you were.
驚いたわ。
You certainly gave us quite a start.
何をしてたんだ、あんなところで。
What were you doing out there?
よく聖子とさ、この柵越えて、ほら、あの配電機の上に寝転がってたの。だから、ちょっとあの子のことを思い出してたんだ。
Seiko and I used to hop the wheeling chair. See? Over there. We'd lie down on top of that power box together. And I just wanted to remember those days. To remember her.
そうか。勘違いでよかったよ。
Oh, okay. Thank God it was just a misunderstanding. That's not a misunderstanding. She was on the roof. Over there. On the ledge. No sane person would try to do that, even if they wanted to remember somebody.
中島さん、その目、どうしたの？
Nakashima, is something wrong with your eye?
これは、昨日の夜。
It happened last night.
見せてみて。
May I take a look? My cornea was etched with indistinct white dots. To the untrained eye, they probably looked like random blistering. But on closer inspection, one could easily make out that they were actually letters.
これは、呪詛の症状じゃない？
Is this from a curse, perhaps?
先生、霊とか詳しいの？
Miss Coon, are you familiar with things like that?
うちの会社がね、そういうものも扱っているの。昨日の夜、どうしたの？
Yes, you could say that. My company has some dealings with this sort of thing. May I ask, what happened last night?
携帯で画像を見てたら、急に目に文字が貼り付いたみたいになって。
I was looking at a picture on my phone, really close, and the letters got stuck to my eye.
例の写っている画像とかかな？今ある？
Was it a spirit photograph, perhaps? Do you still have it? I wasn't sure. I was ready to show this strange woman a photo of Psycho, who was, by all rights, non-existent in this world. I considered it for a moment, but ultimately decided the risk outweighed any possible reward.
いえ、もうありません。
No, I don't have it anymore.
そう。この世のものじゃない存在が写っている画像は、悪い影響を及ぼすから、保存とかしちゃダメよ。
I see. That's good. Photographs depicting things which don't belong in this plane will have negative effects on the viewer when seen. So it's always best not to save them.
この世のものじゃない存在か。
Things that don't belong in this plane, huh? Though it's obvious Miss Hoon didn't intend that as an insult. Those of us who survived the heavenly host ordeal couldn't help but have our hearts sink at that harshness in the phrase. Instantly, my depression intensified.
これ目薬よ。それと眼帯。不便でもしばらくつけておくといいね。ただの細菌感染だとすぐ治ってくれるはずだよ。
Here, I have some eye drops and an eye patch. It might be a little uncomfortable, but do keep it on. If it's just a regular infection, it should heal up in no time. Satoshi's eyes widened as Miss Kuhn pulled all manners of shocking objects from her bag, searching for eye drops and the eye patch. She apparently just happened to have one on hand. He also seemed transfixed by the company logo embedded on the side of the bag. PL Promotions Co. Inc.
ありがとう、先生。
Thank you, Miss Kuhn.
中島さん、今日はもう帰った方がいいわ。安静にしていないと余計なものを取り込んでしまうかもしれない。
You should go home for the day, Nakashima, and get some rest. If you don't, you might inadvertently take in something else. Miss Kuhn clearly knew more than she was letting on. I was a little taken back by this whole encounter. The expression on her face was not that of someone playing around, nor that of a teacher, but that of a professional giving a deadly serious prognosis. If it reminded me of the look Shinazaki would give whenever she sensed danger. Reading between the lines, it was evident that Miss Kuhn's sensitivity to the supernatural was well honed. Satoshi and I were both looking at her somewhat agaped, and I think we realized in that moment that this was someone we could trust.
それじゃあ俺、送っていきます。
I'll walk her home then.
サトシ君は授業があるでしょ。私が送ってくわ。いい？中島さん。一緒にお家に戻ろう。
Oh, but you have class, don't you? I'll be happy to see her off safely, if that's alright with you, Nakashima. May I escort you?
いや。
No.
え？
Pardon?
いや、うちは嫌！
No, I will not go home.
どうしたんだ、ナオミ。
What happened, Naomi?
嫌なの！うちに帰るのだけは嫌！
I won't. I just won't. Not there.
ナオミ。
Naomi. Miss Kuhn's eyes moved downwards a bit, surveying my body. I wasn't sure what she was doing at first, but then I realized she was observing the state of my uniform. Namely, it was a mess of wrinkles, as if I haven't changed out of it for far longer than one would expect.
中島さん、あなた家出してきたの？もしかして昨日から？
Nakashima, could it be that you've run away from home? Perhaps you've been on the run since last night's incident?
帰ったら怖いなもの。薬打たれる。
If I go home, she'll give me medicine, and I'm scared. I probably sounded like a little girl at the doctor's office, frightened of the needle. This may have been the first time Satoshi realized just how much Psycho's loss still bothered me. I was in shock, in denial, and I've been trying so hard to play it off.
ナオミ。
わかったわ。じゃあ、家に行きなさい。お家に連絡だけ入れておくわね。
Alright, I understand. You'll come to to my place then, and I'll contact your parents from there. Let's stop by the classroom and pick up your bag. Then we'll be off, okay?
じゃあ、サトシくん、今日も授業頑張るのよ。
And Satoshi, I want you to do your best in today's classes.
ナミ！よく休むんだぞ。
I hope you feel better. Thanks.
ヨシキは一人で動こうとするし、篠崎も心を痛めていた。
Yoshiki sneaking around by himself. Shinozaki's in pain.
ナオミもやはり苦しんでる。
And Naomi's suffering just as much.
このままじゃ、みんな、心が潰れてしまう。なんとかしなくては。
At this rate, we're all going to lose our minds. I have to do something. It seems like Satoshi is the only one that's handling all this good in a way, who's not in denial or regrets. Same with Yoshiki.
ごめん先生。
I'm sorry, Miss Hoon.
ヨシキ、待ってろ。
Hang in there, Yoshiki. This was no time for schoolwork.
きっと、丹羽愛子さんに話を聞くために、東照学園に行ったに違いない。
He must have gone to Pangawina Academy High School to meet with Akoniwa.
いいか、水木。お前は特に二人の親友だったから気持ちはわかるが、くれぐれも気を落とすんじゃないぞ。
Come on now, Mitsuki. I understand those two were your best friends, but you mustn't lose faith.
お家の方も捜索願いを出されているし、きっとさえの木も大上もひょっこり帰ってくる。心配はいらないよ。
Their families placed missing persons reports, so I'm absolutely certain both Sininuka and Oi will be back before you know it. Please keep your chin up.
はい、清水先生。
Yes, Mr. Shimizu. As soon as the teacher was out of sight, the girl's eyes narrowed. She stared after him with a look of utter contempt. This had to be Mercury Mitsuki?
大人ってなんでこうバカなのかしら。
Why are all adults such dumb shits? She followed this statement with a sigh that seemed to say, I'm so much better than that person. And then bingo. From her shirt pocket, she withdrew the ever after stones.
気休めで世の中が回るなら、誰も努力なんてしないだろう。
If erasing people's worries is all it took to make the world spin, we'd never have to lift a finger, now would we? She was coyly playing with the stones as she said this, fitting them together at different angles in her hands.
で、お前誰？
Yes, can I help you? She hadn't turned around. She just somehow seemed to sense my presence. I stepped out from behind the bench, into the light of sight. Mercury then flashed me the incessant stare I've ever seen. I'm not usually intimidated by that sort of thing, but even I had to really make a concerted effort not to look away.
なんだこいつ。
What is this person?
お前マガリってやつだよな。
Hi. You're Marguerite, right?
他のやつに聞いたんだけどよ。庭愛子や。ナホってのとも仲が良かったって。
I heard from some of the other students that you're acquainted with Aiko Niwa, as well as a pretty famous girl named Noho.
その石、なんで持ってるんだ？それは今、庭愛子が持っているはずなんだが。
Why, do you have those stones, exactly? Shouldn't they be with Aiko Niwa's position? I figured I might as well just jump and hold on, though. Not without bracing myself first. I know that person couldn't exactly lead me anywhere good. And sure enough, her response was almost immediate.
殺すぞ。
I'll kill you. That's a good response.
ああ？
What?
詮索したら殺す。これはお前の知ることではない。だから、出て行ってくれる？部外者。先生呼ぶわよ。
Pursue this line of questioning and I'll fucking kill you. This is none of your business. So how about you leave now? Or shall I call a teacher and report that there's a trespasser? She certainly wasn't messing around. Nonetheless, I'd come too far to back down now. Despite her threats, I knew I had to keep pushing.
ねえはん、天神所へ行くのか？俺も連れて行ってくれねえか？
Are you going to Heavenly Host? To Nirvana? And if so, could you take me with you?
は？
今あそこには俺の仲間が。
I have a friend who's there right now and... Before I could get in another word, a giant scythe literally appeared in her hand out of nowhere. And just like that, I couldn't move a muscle. She had me completely restrained.
ほんと殺すから。忘れろ。失せろ。いいな。
I'm seriously going to kill you. Forget your friend and get lost. This is your last chance. The blade glinted majestically in the light of the sun. But as I looked up at it, it was her other hand that really did me in. Using the heel of her palm, she flung me backwards with an incredible force. There was a loud, sudden, metallic sound as the back struck the bench behind me. Her form was unbelievably precise. My momentum caused me to pivot over the backrest and flip down onto the ground below. I became acutely aware of every muscle and every bone in my body, as a jolt of intense pain fired through all of them. The wind wasn't just knocked out of me, it was obliterated. I gagged and choked for a while longer, but eventually regained the ability to breathe normally, and with it, my composure. I forced myself up with some effort, but Marguerite was still nowhere to be seen.
くそ、一体何者なんだ？あいつも、ミストってやつも。
Seriously? What is she? Her and that Mosquito bastard. I was in a complete daze. I'd always thought of myself as being able to hold my own in a fight, but this was dry snow that I have been laid out with almost no effort.
なんで俺はこうも弱えんだ。
Why am I so weak? I have to find a way to open this door. What?
きっと生き返らせてあげるからね。
I swear I'll do everything I can to bring you all back.
おなじみでしょ、私のろうそく。私来たよ。
Remember these? They're my scary time candles. This is to let you know I'm here. Okay, so now I have to find a floorboard. The door to the science lab is locked. Walkway key obtained. I can finally go outside. Use the walkway key. Let's see if I can go to the other side of the school. The door is fixed to the wall like a motto. It shows no indication that it was ever meant to be open. There's an old dusty towel hanging here. But why is it hanging there? Well, there's a corpse here. A name tag rests beside the corpse. Seki Mizuki. Oh, Seki Mizuki? Is he related to Magari? Succumb to fatigue while wandering the forest outside Heavenly Host. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, what's this big stone here? There are a large number of slugs coming in and around the sculpture. Ew. It's a book. found it.
やったー。これで
Yes, this is it. This is... It did look similar to the Book of Shadows, but the green hardcover binding was fashioned in an unfamiliar pattern.
黒の本、ブックオブシャドウズってこんな感じだったかしら。
The grimoire, the Book of Shadows, was kind of like this, right? I placed it on the ground and cracked open the cover. It seemed to be a medical manual, featuring numerous old diagrams, an autopsy and dissection, conjoined twins, incurable diseases, twin pregnancy, and so I can't say that word. Fetus death. It was all childbirth-related. I couldn't believe it. I've come all this way, put myself and others at risk. All four.
この本は違う。
The wrong book.
この本じゃない。この本じゃないよ。本物はどこにあるの？
This isn't it. This isn't the real book. So where's the real one? What are you doing? Who are you? Ayumi, stop. Keep your distance from the girl. You're in grave danger. Who is she? It can't be. Sachiko, can it? I don't know, but that's not important right now. Listen, Ayumi, okay?
あなたはここへブックオブシャドウズを求めてやってきた。そうよね。
You came here in search of the Book of Shadows, right?
はい。この学校にブックオブシャドウズなど肌からないわ。あるのは本から飛び出した涅槃だけ。ここから得られるものは何もない。
The Book of Shadows isn't here. It never was. The only thing here was the nirvana that the book spawned. There's nothing at all to be gained from this place.
私が念写してしまったのはあの子の悪意。人をたくさんここに呼び寄せるための罠。
The photograph I took was a reflection of this girl's malice. It was a trap to bring more people in. I go produce several more photos, exactly like the photographs she shown me before.
見て、すべてここで拾った写真よ。
Look, these are all the photographs I found here. Each photo varied widely in its coloring, with some looking brand new and others looking significantly aged. But the figure in the picture was always exactly the same.
愛子さんの写真とそっくり。
Identical to yours.
誰が念写してもこの写真になるのよ。
No matter whose picture it is, they all show the same girl in the same photo, in the same pose.
ただし、映り込むものが違うの。念写する人間によって違った求めるものが映り込む。
But the thing that gets imprinted in the hand is different every time. It's based on whatever the photographer is most desperate to find. So in this case, Aiko is more desperate to find the Book of Shadows, and that's why the girl had the Book of Shadows, because she wanted the Book of Shadows. Sure enough, the item the girl was holding in her left hand was different in every picture. It wasn't just the Book of Shadows, but things like silk cloth, human bones, a beat-up checkered pattern doll, always held the same way, but never the same object.
ありもしない本の罠に釣られて、のこのこ来ちゃったのよ、私たちは。
We were all baited by the book that doesn't even exist here, and we walked right into it.
ここはあの子に支配されてる。みんなすぐに狂ってしまうわ。このままいたらダメ。
This place is under her control, and if we stay here, we're all going to go insane. We can't last very much longer.
今すぐ逃げるわよ。早くしなさい。
We need to get out. Do your chant, now. I was confused for a moment, wondering why Aiko wouldn't just make use of her ever after stones to get home right away. But that's what I noticed in her hand. There were massively punctured wounds on it, as if she was bitten by a wild dog. It was so bad that the white ligaments in her fingers were actually exposed, visible to the naked eye. Come on, hurry! She was breathing heavily, a testament to how much pain she must have been enduring. I didn't want to crush her spirits, but I knew what she was hoping for, and it was something I couldn't provide. I can't.
幸せの石を持っているのでしょう。早くそれを使って。
You have the Ever After stones, right? So use them already. Please.
私、持っていないの。
I don't.
一緒に来た人に持ってかれて、その人もいなくって。
The person I came here with has them. And I don't know where he is. We can't go home, can we? So what do we do? Why did Aiko spontaneously combust on fire? Hot, 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 ah! Oh, oh, hot. Oh, so that demon must be making her spontaneously combust on fire. Or maybe that demon is making Aiko think she's on fire. To get her away from Mayumi. Aiko, no! I'm burning! God, what do I do? There has to be something I can use. I guess just... I still have some water left in the bottle I brought with me. I quickly removed it from my pack and dumped its container over Aiko. But that made her combust even more. Aiko! Which way does he go? Aiko, please don't die. I'm out of batteries. What now? If this dies on me, I need to hurry. I chased after Aiko. It was really the only thing I could do. She may not have had the stones anymore, but safety in numbers was a real commodity in these parts.
暗いな。くそ。なんとかたどり着いたが。
Sigh. Damn it. It's darker than I remember. I guess I'm here though.
本当にこの天神症が残ってやがるとはな。今々しいぜ。
But that means Heavenly Host is still standing after all. And that's a real kick in the ass.
篠崎、お前、ここにいるのか？
Shinozaki, are you here? Somewhere?
あれは、篠崎のろうそくじゃねえか。
That's one of Shinozaki's candles.
やっぱそうだ。この近くにいるのか。待ってろ、篠崎。今行くぞ。
You're mistaking it. Guess you couldn't have gone too far, right? Hang on there, Shinozaki. I'm coming for you. Chapter 3, Pain to be continued. Man! Whoever wrote the chapter outros for each chapter really nails it. It really makes you want to play the next chapter to find out what happened next. Oh, I'm just on the edge of my seat. So it looks like all of the characters that we know of from the first game are gonna slowly be entering Heavenly Host Elementary in the future. At least that's what my thinking is now that Ayumi and Yoshiki are here. And then looks like Satoshi's gonna probably join them too in the future. And maybe Naomi. Yeah, pretty much everybody. So I can't wait to see how this game actually ends. It definitely seems better than the first game, with a stronger narrative. And I don't know if that's due to the fully 3D realization of the characters and the school, or if it's just a lot more focused on its story now that it's done with the whole like corpse party and setting everything up. Because the first game was only about like mistakenly entering the school and trying to find a way back. So this game, this sequel seems like it follows a much better narrative. Even though it's more or less the same thing, just them looking for the Book of Shadows and then entering the school. The way it's paced in each chapter in the 3D environment really helps sell the narrative. Some full testimony from Hiromi Higurashi has been unlocked. Ooh. Oh, we have extra chapters. Extra chapter 1 has been unlocked. Extra chapter 2 has been unlocked. Ooh, what this last was. Okay, I got an achievement. You know what? Since I didn't do the extra chapters in the first game, I might do them for this game. Maybe. Just to see what the extra chapters look like. And because this is the final trilogy, or this is the final end of the Heavenly Host saga. So, the extra chapters are going to be real worth it because it's going to give out more backstory. So, what do you like to save your game? Yes, I do. Very much. Save. Okay, well, that's it for me playing Chapter 3. It was... Man, that was a very enjoyable chapter. Oh my god, we're only on Chapter 3. I can't wait to see what the other chapters hold as far as story goes. But yeah, this is gonna do it for me. I hope you all enjoyed. Take care wherever you are in the world when you're watching this video, and peace out, everyone.